And we're back. And if you're joining us right now, we're getting our third conversation for this morning started. And we are learning all about a new NGO here in Belize, and it's called the Optimist Club.
Yeah.
And joining us for this discussion, we have Tyfara Panton, who is the PR and Foundation representative, Angela Palacio, who is the director for Belize South, and Bernard Panton Sr., who is the director for Belize Central. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for joining us. We're interested to learn all about this new or this organization. It's not so new as we were
Not so
discussing
new.
out during the
Yeah.
break. So let's get started by just talking about what the Optimist Club is all about.
Okay, I'd like to do that. My name is Angela Palacio. The Optimist Club is a global club that was formed in early 1900s in the US, and now it's all over the world. Our chapter got started July 27th of this year, 2021, after maybe 2 months of discussion and learning about the club. So we started with having Zoom meetings, and then we were chartered July 27, 2021. I'd like to give the mission and vision. The mission is by providing hope and positive vision, optimists bring out the best in youth, our communities, and ourselves. And the vision is Optimist International will be recognized worldwide as a premier volunteer organization that values all children and helps them develop to their full potential. And so we hit the road running with our fundraiser, and Tyfara can tell us more about that.
Before you get there, I know we live in a day and an age where we're seeking a lot of optimism. We need to be a bit more optimistic, just given the times and all that is happening around us. While you speak to the fundraiser, how does this organization seek to instill optimism in children, youths, and communities? What are the means?
Right. So the Optimist International Group, and our club is called Optimist 501 Belize. The first thing that we do is really we live by a creed of optimism, where we encourage ourselves and our members to have an optimistic outlook on life. And from there, we have our main focus on really the youths, because they are the future. And we focus on looking at areas where the youths might need additional resources, development and things like that. So we're looking at education, we're looking at health, we're looking at just the general well-being, we're looking at socialization, because we are an interdependent community, so we need to interact with each other. We're looking at mentorships and things of that nature, and that's why we ended up doing our first fundraiser as the repairs to the roof of Wesley Upper School in Belize City. The classroom is pretty much a second home for our kids. So they need to be in an environment where they can focus on their learning, they can focus on socialization, they can focus on mentorship through the interaction with the teachers and the counselors and things like that. So this project we found was really all encompassing in being able to impact the children that are attending Wesley Upper School.
What is the and what is the source of the organization's optimism? Is it in the works you do for the community? Is it in the philosophies that you live by, the thoughts you instill in yourselves? What is the source of that optimism?
I think we definitely start with the philosophy that we live by. We have a creed that's called Optimist Creed. Maybe we should go read it right now. I find it so inspiring. It says, promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile, to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. So it really starts within ourselves, Paul. And you cannot give from an empty cup, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be a full, vibrant person to be able to kind of bring that forth in other people. So we start by being an example of an optimist, our own selves, and then we encourage these same values within everyone that we work with.
I mean, you're so right, and the creed. I love the creed. I think the creed is so personal. It's something you could get up every morning and read. I think each line could take you a long way in the day. I want to bring in Mr. Panton
Yes.
into the conversation. Mr. Panton, welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the show. What's
All right.
happening in Belize Central? What's the plan out there in Belize Central when it comes to the Optimist Club?
Okay. We are very new,
Yeah.
and so as we started up, we actually got involved with a project that we wanted to at least start off with.
Right.
I will leave that for Tyfara to give you more into it, but I am also the director for the Central, as you know, and with that, we have an action plan to actually get our stuff together. And my task in that plan is to actually get to most of the organizations and government departments to let them understand what Optimist is all about, what we do, and to kind of open doors so that we could work together. I have already contacted 3 of these organizations. Actually, I've contacted Ministry of Education and 2 other embassies, and I'm waiting for them to invite us in so that we could come in with our executive committee and everybody to explain what we are doing and to let them understand that we want to open doors for the youth. We want to empower them.
Yeah.
That is what we are all about. So right now we have an action plan ready to move on the project that we have planned. And like I said, if I have more information on that.
And in general, how is it that the organization chooses which topics, which initiatives, I should say, to pursue and which projects?
Well, we have our goals for youth, and our membership is wide enough that all our members are focused on what's happening out there. And when they see anything that meets our goals or our objectives, they will suggest, and that's how we start working and planning on those projects.
If Tyfara could come in a bit and tell us about this fundraiser that's happening this year, what's going on there?
Right. Before I get into that, I just want to reiterate quickly what Mr. Panton said.
Yeah.
Our membership is so wide-reaching in terms of age. We have from the old to the young, and so we're able to have a wide perspective on what needs to be done in the community. So all our projects kind of come from the membership. And interestingly, a lot of our members already had kind of like a charitable background where they're kind of in tune with what's needed, for the improvement of the state of our youths. So this project did come through our Vice President, Ray Gongora, actually, when the school reached out to him to let them see the state of the school. And we have some pictures. It was kind of heartbreaking. We visited the location. If you guys can put up the pictures of the state of the roof of Wesley Upper.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, children should really be at school focusing on their education, their social development, on mentorship. But when these kids are in their classroom, and Wesley Upper is standards 4, 5, and 6, we're getting ready to send these kids out into high school and into the world, and they're having to focus on the roof possibly falling in on them. wood lights, mold. When it rains, they have to have buckets in the classroom to catch the water. They have to move their seats. And so it takes the focus away from what they should be doing, which is learning, and growing and developing. And, what was inspiring at least about this situation was, the energy of the students. You go in and the roof is in such a horrible condition, but you see that, the teachers are still putting up their, decorating their classroom and trying to create the best positive environment for these kids. But, can you imagine teaching or even sitting there trying to learn in a situation where you're not sure if the ceiling is going to fall in from you, So when we went in, school is out right now, so they're beginning to take down the ceiling, and now you kind of just have the roof there and, water coming in whenever it rains. So we decided that this was really a great project to start our first annual fundraiser with, because it really touches a lot of the areas that we look to develop. And we created a GoFundMe campaign. That's the first thing, where you can go online if you have a credit card or a US bank account. You can go online to GoFundMe, and you can look up repairs to roof of Wesley Upper School. All of our members, we have members across the country right now, are sharing this link on their Facebook page as well. But if you go to GoFundMe.com, look up repairs to roof of Wesley Upper School, and you can donate there. We also have where you can send in checks to the Optimist Club 501 Belize, PO Box 443 in Belize City, Belize. We're accepting donations right now via Atlantic Bank. Our Secretary Treasurer's Atlantic Bank account number 200568137. And then if you're in the diaspora, you can also Zelle to either 954-709-1421 or 516-595-6851. We're also accepting donations in kind. If you're a corporation where you feel like you can donate materials, the roofing, the nails, the fascia boards, whatever it is that we need, if you can donate your services as a contractor to help and come in and help to repair the roof, we're accepting that as well. The great thing about community fundraising is that a little bit goes a long way. And when we band together to help, it creates a huge impact. So if you feel like you're only one person and you can't make a change, you really can. If you have $1 to give, if you have $5 to give, if all you have is your time to give, if all you have is the ability to share the information so that people who are able can donate, that's all that is needed to make a difference.
I think that is actually a great note to end our conversation on, because we actually are absolutely out of time. But we definitely want to thank all of you for coming in and sharing all about the Optimist Club. So once again, if people want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do that?
Yes, let me give you 2 phone numbers here. The first is for our administrative assistant, Miss Miriam Paz, and her phone number is 670-7450, 670-7450. And our Secretary Treasurer, her name is Miss Darlene Gentle. Her phone number is 615-1601, 615-1601. So if you want to find out more information, obviously, as Ms. Angela and Mr. Panton said, we're new, so we're still working on getting our social media presence up and our website up. We're still recruiting members. So if you're interested in being a part of this movement, you can reach out to those 2 women, and they will give you more information about the fundraiser, send you information about how you can become a member as well.
All right. Well,
Just a short plug before you go.
Sure.
Go right ahead.
If I could do that.
Yes.
I just wanted you guys to know that we are from a very large family. Actually, from the onset, we have over 3,000 club members worldwide, spread throughout 20 countries.
Wow.
So we are new, but we have a big family. And the clubs are actually divided in tiers, 3 tiers. We have developed clubs, developing clubs, and we also have pilot projects, of which we from 501 Belize fall in the latter. So we do have a wide area to grab from and to learn, and as we are new, but with a big family like that, we positively can move. We are also the second Optimist Club in Belize. There's one that was before us, and that's OC Belize. So we also have been in contact with them, and we'll be working with them also. So it's a family that will spread the goodness and the wellness for everyone.
We certainly hope so. And we definitely wish you guys all the best in your initiatives, your fundraising, and all of the other projects which you will hopefully accomplish in the near future. But with that said, we are going to be taking a short break, and when we come back, we are going to be talking about some trending topics, and then we're going to wrap up the show. So we'll be right back after a short break.